And we're back for another episode. In this episode, we're going to be doing Sophia Normal. And as always, hello from everyone.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Right, so let's get this done. I've never done this fight before. I've never seen it before. I've never anything it before.
Dodge, dodge, dodge.
Who's gonna
dodge.
die, guys?
So we're going to dodge.
Oh, you didn't know for this fight.
Yeah.
And watch for the daughter. It's a fun fight.
Cool.
Yes.
she's almost naked. Giggity.
Do
Yeah.
know you can fall off,
Yeah.
Yes.
but unlike
Isn't this one where you can revive?
you can be revived.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Can you fall off? I don't think you can.
Yes, you can fall
This
off.
one, yeah, you can.
Yeah, you can,
That's
but you
the
can get
maj-
res.
The majority of the thing is when it tilts, so you fall off on
Yeah.
purpose.
Fair enough.
Range shows how long I've done since fighting Sophia.
It's been a long time since I've done this, so.
I've never done this.
Oh,
Okay, so...
Shiny stick.
nah, you get recognized, Mithrie.
I got recognized.
Got recognized.
I always
Yep.
get recognized.
Too famous.
Too famous, yeah. Okay, let's do it.
Makes all the YouTube memories.
They probably wouldn't, like, expect that I'm the one. Sorry. Phone is ringing. That I'm the one that gives a bonus to the group.
Carry us,
Yeah.
senpai.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Need to call my sister after this.
You felt the feature button. Okay.
Yeah. So, anything I need to know, guys?
All the moment.
I
Over to the right.
trying to remember.
Very shortly, there's going to be 3 ads that spawn. You kill ad 2 first, then whichever one everybody else wants to focus. Occasionally,
Take this one that spawns where I am first, always. It's got one of those eyes.
Basically, there's going to be 3 ads, one will cast a look away mechanic, one will be a Dragoon that's going to tank the off tank, and then one that's going to be a pop the main.
Yeah, always take out the C and the I.
Can you, like, mark which
Which
one?
ad is first?
Yeah, mark it with a 1.
I'm trying to remember the number, I think it's
Don't worry.
2, 3, 1. Usually what it goes. Cloudy Heavens, and Ad Days. 1, 2. Look away from bucket. There, that's one. Confirmed.
Okay.
Welcome to phase 3.
Aha. Why am I taking so much damage?
Come over here, Mithrie.
from now on, now that the platform can move, make sure that whenever you're lined up to the point where you won't get knocked into the ice, because the ice gives you a super nasty dot.
Okay.
And that's what you stole by the way. The reload damage.
You want to, whenever she does the silver lines going to you, you want to go to the side with the least number of lines, because the platform's going to lean towards the most.
Okay.
Like that.
Missed that one.
I'm sorry, I'm watching the stream, so I'm like,
I'm assuming that the extreme version just takes it like to the nth degree.
Oh yes.
Yes.
There are no tethers. You got no.
No, there are still tethers in the
tethers.
X. In the beginning, in the X, you have to do another mechanic in the corner where you have to like look away, and you have to kill the ads more fast. But I mean, Sophia is probably one of the easiest EXs of the entire expansion.
Okay.
It's the easiest.
Oh, sorry.
Sophia is just about.
So what does this glowing mean?
Stay with me.
Link up. So you got to
You
go
basically
white and blue.
one,
and blue.
yeah, one white, one black, and me a second.
Okay.
But in extreme, there is one on every single player. So basically, at the beginning of the fight, you'll call out basically some of the stack list. So DPS will always stack with one tank, one healer, one DPS. Basically, DPS 50 hours.
I guess we'll get there when we get there.
These.
This is great in this fight, though.
I wonder if like mid sliding, if you can, I could do like shoulder tackle to get out of it. I'm about to fall off.
Dodge.
No, Link.
I barely saw that.
I didn't
You
see it.
cannot
Obviously, that's why I
perform
got
any
hit.
action.
Sophia's fire when I feel it myself. Shit, 8 tricks in a row, holy hell. Good job.
Dodge.
Chill, please.
These.
Watch out for the meteor.
Should knock you.
Or that, or take it. Burn down the ad as well. That doesn't happen in mode. Extreme mode.
World first. Oh, someone fell off.
Right, so
He does his damn. That time he does his stuff from extreme, and he puts up a shield on either side and get back to the side. So it's up to your parries to push you off. That was just my joke. I wasn't paying attention.
Never
Rip
fucking
camp
Ursula.
I was trying to stay there.
Yeah, the healers should never move. The healers
Yeah,
can
they were moving around. I
never
couldn't
move.
stay with them.
Yay, world first.
We
Gotta love the boob jiggle.
When she dies, though.
Yeah.
You guys would notice that.
How could you not? Filled up the whole screen.
yeah.
Right.
Sophia's
Commendation.
my favorite pilot, not because she was
Yeah.
skimpy silver chick. And
Let's
she's
get
good.
out of here.
Obviously, I've already done extreme, so
So is there any follow-up quests for this?
That's
Cutscene.
what I like the extreme mode.
Cutscene.
Yeah, you
Gonna
have
mute
to
myself on
unlock it.
Discord.
Okay.
Be right back. So, I see the goddess is no more. Well done. Once Krill and Ukulele have rejoined us, we may safely depart. One thing yet puzzles me, however. How did Sophia's servants come to wake from their slumber? I believe we have the answer to that. We discovered the remains of a Garlean soldier in an adjacent sector of the containment facility. Tis like the fool ventured too close to Sophia during the Empire's previous incursion, and was enthralled for his troubles. Another reminder, if any, were needed, as to the incalculable threat posed by these beings. The goddess would not even have been conscious when she claimed the man's will, and yet his mistake granted her the means to release her servants, and would have resulted in her own liberation had we not been on hand to intervene. I do much wonder that the Akon's pawn was capable of so effectively manipulating the facility's containment systems. How came he by such rarefied knowledge? That too is easily explained. During our investigation, Krill discovered a subtle flaw in one of the mechanisms which held the goddess in check. A flaw which had plainly been added intentionally. Upon examining the facility's records of the period, we were able to piece together the story. It was time towards the end of the Third Astral Era, when the peoples of Maricidia faced the extinction at the hands of the Allegan Empire. Sophia, at being an incomparable cunning, was said to have communicated certain plans to her servants through the medium of a trusted oracle. Following the oracle's instructions, they duly conspired with a rebel faction within Allag, who we believe agreed to tamper with the prison intended for Sophia, and then the goddess and her thralls chanced to be captured, though we suspect that this had always been their plan. Indeed, the prison was situated in the heart of Allag, and we think that they intended to attack the city from within. They would merely have had to wait for the rebels to exploit the weakness in their confines. But the conspirators dealing with the Maricidians were exposed before they could enact their plot, and all were summarily executed. It seems that the flaw itself remained undiscovered, however, and might have remained so until the end of days had it not been for the actions of the Archbishop and subsequently the Guardians. I cannot help but wonder what might have come to pass had their scheme been successful. Mayhap the answer lies in the prophecy. Krill have the right of it. Its words may be deciphered thus. The cursed Powell speaketh of Sophia's prison, for which she was supposed to emerge at the agreed hour. The Worm King, meanwhile, can be none other than the great Bahamut himself, then yet a prisoner whom the goddess did intend to unleash upon Allag to set right the scales of justice. A foolhardy plan. Had it come to fruition, the two of them would surely have raised the realm. Naught would have been spared the devastation, the Maricidians' homeland included. The home already stood on the brink of oblivion. Mayhap they wished for naught else but to purge the poison of Allag with primal fire. The tale teach us that even the greatest of man's creations may yet be brought low by a single act of treachery. The Allegans were fools to place their trust in the technological bondage. To shackle such beings is but to delay the inevitable. Naught save their total destruction shall free us from their menace. Let us return now to the Rising Stone, and there consider the final step of this most needful task. Okay. So, the threat posed by this facility is far greater than you imagine, Urianger, and one not limited to Acons themselves. Sophia remaining servants must be put down. So, warning, deactivating status chamber support systems will result in subject termination. Enter identification code to continue. One, 2, 3, 4. Identification code accepted. Subjects terminated. Whoops. Cool. So now let's go back to the Rising Stones and Mordona in Revenant's Toll. And to be honest, at this point, I might just go ahead and unlock and do Zervan normal. Just get that over with before I focus on the 3 remaining extremes I haven't done yet. Cool. So let's do it. So far so good. Hi Alpha Node and Elise. What's up? I wish you would see the characters just like walk around and stuff, not just stay in the same place forever. So, is Autumn Warrior of Light? Archon Yashola mentioned that there was a matter she wished to discuss. So, well met, Mithrie. You will forgive me if I seem caught, but I will settle an account with our young friend. While conducting a final sweep of Sophia's containment facility, we discovered that all of her remaining thralls had perished in their stasis chambers. This was your doing? Aye, it was. I chose not to act upon knowledge revealed within the tombstone we recovered. The true purpose of these prisons is far more horrifying than we first assumed. The Allagans were not simply observing the Acons and siphoning away their energies. They were conducting experiments in preparation for a far more ambitious project. If you'll recall, both the Fiend and the Goddess were imprisoned within massive spherical structures. These spheres were the prototypes which paved the way for the successful construction of an artificial celestial body. You speak of Dalamud. Aye, the Akon's cages are unmistakably of the same design as the Red Moon. To be plain, the research facility contains the seeds of 3 calamities, which might feasibly be visited upon a chosen target. Eliminating one of them necessitated the destruction of the goddess's slumbering thralls, a distasteful task unbefitting one such as a warrior of light. Thus did I resolve to perform the deed myself. You have made your case, and 'tis apparent that we were not in full possession of the facts. Nevertheless, your notion of what may or may not be expected of Mithrie is presumptuous in the extreme. When the Warrior of Light chose to join the Scion, she did so in the knowledge that she would be required to face and destroy not only the Primals and also their fanatical servants. That which you term a distasteful task is an essential part of our calling, a burden which every Scion is sworn to shoulder. Yeah, murder, yeah. I see. It would seem I misguided the depth of your resolve. No matter, assuming I have made myself understood, we need not speak of it again. There is, however, one other subject which merits discussion. You determined that Sophia's thralls were awoken by a Garlean soldier who had somehow gained access to the containment area, did you not? Is that the case? It seems highly doubtful that the interloper wandered into such a dangerous part of the facility by chance. Dissidents within the Empire claim that the 6th Legion is rife with agents under orders to thwart the Legatus's mission by any means necessary. Lest you imagine that we have allies in Gal mode, I should clarify that their motive is wholly uncharitable. Regula van Hydrus rose to the top of the Garlean military on merit alone, and is fiercely loyal to the Emperor for recognizing his efforts. His compeers by contrast, rose the favor of the establishment's order and would accordingly do anything to see him fall. That they would be so reckless. You truly believe that the actions of these agents contributed to the recent crisis? Aye, that they pose no less a risk on the realm than those to the Emperor. Plainly, we must needs continue to do all in our power to prevent the technologies of Alag from falling into hands of man. On that point, at least, we have ever been in complete agreement. Cool. Bye. Cool, so it's complete. Nice. So that one is now done. So I'm assuming that this quest is for unlocking Sophia Extreme, and then this quest here will lead us on to Zervan Normal, which we'll do in upcoming episodes. So anyway, guys, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching, and as always, goodbye from me, and goodbye from Mithrie. Bye, guys.